Welcome to English Story Journey. Today, we will talk about what does America do better than Europe? America and Europe are often compared like rivals. Healthcare, education, work-life balance, public transport. Europe usually gets praised, and America gets criticized. And to be fair, some of that criticism is deserved. But what often gets ignored is this question. What does America actually do better than Europe? Not louder, not bigger, but genuinely better. One of the first things America does better is belief. America believes in possibility in a way that's rare anywhere else in the world. This country was built on the idea that you don't have to stay what you were born into. That belief isn't just patriotic talk, it's cultural. It shows up in how people think about careers, reinvention, and risk. In many parts of Europe, life follows a defined track early on. Education choices can lock in your future. In America, it's normal to start over at 30, 40, or even 50 and not be seen as a failure. That mindset fuels entrepreneurship. America doesn't just support business, it celebrates it. Starting something new isn't seen as reckless, it's seen as brave. Failure isn't a scarlet letter, it's almost a credential. In Europe, failure can follow you for years. In America, it's often treated as experience. That's why so many global companies were born here, not because Americans are smarter, but because the system and culture allow people to try again. America also does scale better than anyone else. When something works here, it grows fast. Technology, entertainment, food chains, ideas. America knows how to take a concept and turn it into a massive operation. Silicon Valley didn't happen by accident. Hollywood didn't either. The systems are built to reward growth, speed, and ambition. Europe often values stability and preservation, which has benefits, but it also slows innovation. Another thing America does better is communication. Americans are direct, sometimes too direct, but that clarity matters. In workplaces, friendships, and even customer service, expectations are often stated clearly. In much of Europe, communication can be more reserved, indirect, or culturally coded. America's openness makes it easier for outsiders to integrate, understand the rules, and participate without needing years to decode social norms. This openness connects to another strength, diversity at scale. Europe has diversity, but America lives diversity daily. Different races, religions, accents, and cultures interact constantly, not perfectly, without tension, but openly. The idea that someone can be fully American, regardless of where they came from, is powerful. In many European countries, you can live there for decades and still be seen as an outsider. In America, identity is more flexible. America also excels at customer experience. Whether it's restaurants, retail, or services, the focus on convenience and friendliness is unmatched. Things are open longer. Systems are designed to save time. People are trained to solve problems quickly. This might seem small, but it reflects a larger cultural priority. The individual's time matters. Europe often prioritizes tradition or process over speed. America prioritizes ease. Then there's optimism. Europeans often pride themselves on realism. Americans are comfortable with optimism, even when it borders on delusion. That optimism fuels action. People pitch big ideas, dream publicly, and talk about success before it happens. While that can seem naive, it also creates momentum. You can't build the future if you don't believe it's possible. America also does personal branding better. In Europe, talking about yourself too confidently can be seen as arrogant. In America, it's expected. Resumes, interviews, social media, networking, all encourage people to communicate their value clearly. This helps talent move faster, find opportunities, and get recognized.
It's not always fair, but it's effective. Another major advantage is mobility. Americans move a lot for jobs, relationships, or fresh starts. Cities constantly refill with newcomers. This movement keeps ideas circulating and prevents stagnation. In many parts of Europe, people stay where they were born for most of their lives. Stability is comforting, but it can limit exposure and opportunity. America also leads in cultural influence. Movies, music, sports, fashion, slang, American culture spreads faster and farther than any other. Even people who criticize America often consume its culture daily. That influence shapes global conversations and gives Americans a unique soft power that Europe, despite its history, struggles to match today. This doesn't mean America is better in every way. Europe excels at safety nets, public infrastructure, and quality of life in many areas. But America's strength lies in momentum. It's a place that moves, experiments, and reinvents itself constantly. That movement creates chaos, inequality, and mistakes, but it also creates opportunity. America isn't built for comfort first, it's built for possibility first. And that's why people still come here from everywhere, despite the flaws. They're not chasing perfection, they're chasing the chance to become more than they were yesterday. What America does better than Europe isn't policy or systems alone, it's energy. The belief that tomorrow can be different and that you're allowed to chase it aggressively. That belief has a cost, but it also has a power that's hard to replicate anywhere else in the world. And that's why, even with all its problems, America remains a place people don't just live in, but bet on.